Welcome to this deep dive. Today, we're really zeroing in on the 2025 EON Reality company profile.
That's right. A fascinating look at a company trying to shake up global education.
Exactly. And for you, the listener, our goal here is pretty straightforward. Cut through the noise and pull out the key insights fast.
Yeah, this profile's packed. Mission, tech, impact.
Ah.
It's all in there.
So our mission, you could say, is to grab the most important, the most interesting bits for you. Keep it tight.
Makes sense. And right off the bat, this profile hits you with their core belief. Knowledge is a human right.
That's a powerful statement.
It really is. It sets the stage for everything else, like their big mission.
Which is?
Democratizing knowledge. Specifically for 1 billion learners around the world using an AI-powered infrastructure. It's ambitious.
1 billion. Okay. And global isn't just talk, is it? The profile mentions. Where are they?
Oh, yeah. They're definitely global, operating in, I think it said, over 90 countries, 6 continents.
90 countries. Key places like the U.S., Sweden, Singapore.
Right. It shows a real strategy, not just random growth.
And the user numbers are, well, they're huge. Over 42 million users.
Plus, get this, 380,000 AR/VR apps and 36 million 3D assets. The sheer scale is something else.
It really makes you wonder, how do they keep that momentum? What's driving it?
Well, they talk about a sustainable business model based on constant innovation.
Okay, so not just growing, but evolving, staying ahead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It feels like they're trying to actively shape the future of this tech, not just react to it.
Which brings us to their method, right? This learn, train, perform structure.
Yes, it sounds quite structured, like a pathway.
So break that down for us. How does it work?
Well, essentially, learn is the first step. It leans heavily on spatial cognition.
Spatial cognition, like how our brain handles space and visuals.
Precisely. Using immersive settings to help grasp concepts visually, interactively. They claim it could make learning up to 4 times faster.
4 times faster is a bold claim.
Whoa.
And train, that sounds like moving from theory to doing.
You got it. Train is all about practice, but crucially, in a risk-free zone.
Ah, okay. So you can experiment, make mistakes without real consequences.
Exactly. And get immediate feedback. Give an example, like cutting emergency training time by 40%.
Right.
That's significant.
Yeah, not just faster, but probably safer and more effective training in the long run.
Right. Building real competence before you face the real thing.
And the final piece is perform. How does that connect everything?
Perform seems to be about applying those skills. Think project-based work.
Okay.
But importantly, it's also about documenting those skills, linking them directly to, job opportunities.
Which explains that employability stat they mentioned.
Must be. That 97.25% employability rate in some programs. That's a pretty compelling outcome to this whole approach. It suggests it really prepares people for work.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. The technology underpinning all this. EON-X, that's their main platform.
That's the one. It's positioned as the core platform, and it's device agnostic, meaning it works on pretty much anything. Your smartphone, a tablet, all the way up to sophisticated VR headsets.
Which is really important for access, right? Especially in places that might not have the latest gear.
Absolutely key. And they have this huge library, over 830,000 3D assets.
Wow, so teachers or trainers aren't starting from scratch.
Not at all. Apparently, you can create a full lesson, voiceover assessments and all, in like 80 seconds.
80 seconds, that's incredibly fast. Shows it must be pretty user-friendly, too.
Seems like it. Efficiency is clearly a focus.
And that risk-free simulation aspect we touched on in Train, that applies broadly.
Oh, definitely. It's not just for one field. Think healthcare practicing surgery.
Or manufacturing.
Right, troubleshooting complex machines, or emergency response drills. All without the real-world danger or cost.
Makes sense. The potential there for better, safer training across industries seems huge.
It really does.
Now, the profile also talks about some newer AI developments. Brainy avatars?
Yeah.
What's the deal there?
Yeah.
Sounds different.
Yeah, this sounds like a pretty big leap. It's about moving towards AI you actually talk with through these lifelike video avatars.
Not just typing into a box.
Exactly. More natural, more engaging. And they have specialized ones like Sophia for knowledge, Joshua for content, our AJ for careers.
Tailored AI guides.
Right. But the really innovative part seems to be their spatial AI.
Spatial AI.
Yeah, the AI doesn't just understand your words. It gets the context and can generate relevant XR environments while you're talking.
Whoa, so if I ask about, say, an engine part,
The AI could potentially bring up a 3D model of
Yeah.
that engine right there, responding dynamically as you discuss it.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite the concept.
That is fascinating. Okay, another AI tool they mentioned is Career Compass. How's that changing career development?
Well, it's tackling the challenge of navigating careers in this AI-driven economy. It has something called an intelligent skills auditor.
Sounds serious. What does it audit?
It uses NLP, natural language processing, to figure out your skills, not just the ones on your resume, but maybe hidden ones too. Then it maps those skills against jobs, identifies the gaps.
And helps you fill them.
That's the idea. Through interactive simulations that adapt to your level, it's trying to create a really direct line from identifying a skill gap to learning that skill to finding a job that needs it, all AI-powered.
Including support for the transition itself.
Yeah, the profile mentions that too. Connecting education directly to employment, personalized learning, job matching. It's quite comprehensive.
Okay, stepping back for a moment, what's the big picture here, EON Reality's ultimate goal?
Well, the headline goal is that 1 billion learners target, empowering them worldwide.
Ambitious. Any specific steps mentioned?
They have milestones, like rolling out these AI Academies 50 planned for 2025, 2FD by 2026.
Rapid expansion.
Definitely. And looking further out to 2027, they talk about a human AI learning revolution. Think truly adaptive, personalized learning experiences.
And they're keeping accessibility in mind through all this.
Seems so. The report mentions ongoing focus there, supporting different hardware, even offline use. That's crucial for reaching everyone, everywhere.
So wrapping this up then, what we're seeing is a company, EON Reality, with this very clear mission about knowledge being a right.
Right, driven by some pretty advanced AI and XR technology.
And they have this specific methodology, learn, train, perform, and platforms like EON XR to deliver it.
With real-world examples showing it's having an impact on learning speed, confidence, and even getting people jobs.
So for you listening, this profile paints a picture of a company really trying to reshape education globally and create economic pathways too.
Which leads to maybe a final thought, something for you to chew on.
Okay.
If this kind of AI-powered personalized learning really takes off globally, if it becomes truly accessible, what does that unlock? What new things become possible for individuals, for whole societies, when high-quality adaptive education is available to potentially billions?
That's a pretty profound question to end on. Definitely food for thought.